Hey guys, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this triple unicorn haircut to shape my curls. I've seen a lot of videos on how to do this haircut if you're transitioning into going natural, or if you already are natural but don't necessarily want to go to a salon to get your hair cut. And I never really found a video with my exact hair type. I have, I want to say, like 3C curls. They're very fine and I have high porosity hair. I'm gonna insert some clips of how my hair looked before this cut, and you know, you'll also see it in the video as I'm doing it. Yeah, so this method here is the triple unicorn, as I stated. I'm gonna put the link in the description box below of the video that I found that actually taught me how to do this cut. You know, we always give credit where it's due. So yeah, if you want to see how I achieved this cut here, make sure to stay tuned. Let me not talk too much and let's just hop right into this video. So as you can see, my hair is super damaged and has like no shape to it. So the first thing that I'm gonna go do is just detangle my hair and make sure that all of my strands are wet. I'm using my little spray bottle and my knockoff Denman brush. As you can see, my knockoff version is nowhere near as good as the original because it continuously pops out the socket on me. But for my hair, I'm using warm water because I noticed that it retains the moisture more and just gets the job done better as a whole. So normally I don't go in sections this small for my hair because my hair is super fine and it's easy to detangle once I have water in it. But for this specific haircut, you want to make sure that all of your strands are wet. That way they're all stretched equally so you're not, you know, giving yourself an uneven haircut. I am not a hairstylist. I probably should have started off by saying that. This is my first time really attempting to do a cut on my hair, but you know, we're gonna make it work. So as you see, one side has way more damage than the other. That's why I end up cutting the curly bangs that I do. So the first thing you want to do is brush your hair all the way up to the top of your head like a unicorn. And once you get everything there, you take another scrunchie and just wrap it around so I can pull it down and make sure that all of my strands are stretched equally. Once you do so, you want to pull it down to where you want to cut your hair. I finally bought some hair shears. I was using manicure scissors for my hair before. But I'm not really cutting off too much length from my hair. I'm mainly just trying to give it some shape and take off the little stringy ends. So once you do your first unicorn ponytail with your hair all the way up, you want to go ahead and part your hair from your ears straight back. Now you could have just stopped with the single unicorn, but I wanted more of a shape to my hair. You know, I don't have that long of hair, so I figured the more shape the better. So this is where it is. Your part doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, for me, I don't really wear my hair straight like that anymore, so don't really care if the parting is perfect. So you're doing the same thing here, measuring it out to where you want to cut it, pulling the scrunchie down. And then so for the last unicorn, I wanted a little more shape, so I went from the ears straight above my head because the front is where a lot of my damage is. So that's where I want to do majority of the cutting rather than from the bottom because I'm not really trying to take off too much length. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wet my hair again. Water is your friend here. Again, you want to make sure all of your strands are wet, therefore they all can stretch equally. So as you see, I'm going again with the scrunchie, pulling it down to decide where I want to cut. This method alone will give you some pretty decent layers without even cutting a dramatic amount off of your hair. See, I could have left it here, but as you see, the front is pretty damaged, so we're gonna go ahead and cut my curly bangs that I'm now obsessed with. So using the middle part, I'm just using my comb tail and parting two triangles. So they're kind of symmetrical, not completely perfect, but they work. So wetting those, and then I'm gonna go ahead and brush them, and I'm cutting it at an angle diagonally just to shape my face rather than going straight across like I did the rest of my head. Now as you see, my curls in the end result are a lot better than they look here when it's wet. That's because this is where a lot of my heat damage is. I ended up cutting the fronts shorter then in this video I ended up going back and cutting it a little bit more after I stopped recording, but I used flexi rods for the front to curl my hair, which is why the curls look so perfect in the front and the end. I'm just gonna have to do that until my hair grows out completely, I guess, but whatever, as long as it works, it works. So just making sure that the fronts are kind of equal here, and yeah, this is it. I'm gonna check in with you guys once I have blow dried it, diffused it, and yeah. Here is the finished product. I'm so satisfied with how this cut came out. Honestly, I'm obsessed. The real reason that I decided to cut the curly bangs in the front was because all of the damage, as you've seen. I had a quick weave in my hair and that really, you know, jacked it up. So I decided to cut it and I do not regret it. So I'm just gonna give you guys a 360. I don't really know how the back of my head is looking right now. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you aren't subscribed yet, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos that I have coming from here. And yeah, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in my next video. See ya.